I made it off the boat in one piece. I've had food because I was starving. I'll tell you that story another time. And now it is 11 o'clock at night and I'm in Barcelona in the city centre and it is crazy busy. Not like home at all. So I'm here in Barcelona. This morning when I left my hostel, I was just wandering just down the street from me and I found myself in a huge market, which was absolutely amazing. There were spices, there were fruits, there were truffles, there were candied fruits, there was dried meat, there were a bunch of butchery, there were fresh fish stalls, there were tapas bars, there were little places where you could pick your fish and they would deep fry it for you right there. I had an amazing time. I was in there for probably 2 hours looking at all of the stalls. I'd pick something, I'd eat it as slowly as possible until I got to the next place, and then I'd get something else. So I just found this really cool marketplace right near my house. It has loads and loads of fresh food, and I just bought this thing of fruit for €1. Okay, check out what I just got. It's like mixed seafood, there's like some sardines and some octopus and some other stuff. Oh, I'm salivating so bad right now. Lime and pineapple. I just went to one of the butchers and I pointed vaguely at the counter and he gave me this stuff, so I'm gonna eat that next. That's really good. I just got 4 truffles. I don't know what that one is. This one's cherry, vanilla and caramel. This is the mystery. Dark chocolate. So good. This is baklava. It's the smallest size I could get. I've never actually tried baklava before. Honey and walnut. Nice. I'm enjoying the food here so much. There's a really busy pastry shop that had a whole bunch of stuff going on there. So I went along and there were a whole bunch of really delicious looking pies and pasties and things like that, and I would have loved to try one. But I saw this thing that was wrapped in a leaf. And I was like, yeah, I'm trying that. So I just pointed at it. It's got chicken in the middle. And it had an olive in it. And it's couscous, I think. Bit spicy, but really good. I am in a food coma. I am so full. And so now I'm gonna go for a walk and find something else. And hopefully when it gets closer to dinner time, that place will still be open. Then I walked to the Gothic Quarter. And I know why they call it the Gothic Quarter. Because it has really Gothic architecture. Really interesting like woven lacework things with gargoyles sticking out. There was an amazing church where you could see through the holes in the roof to the skyline behind. And there were these beautiful alleyways with bridges crossing over them, and it's the same sort of stuff I've been getting excited about everywhere else, but it was so cool. It's more fair to say, rolled through this Gothic Quarter because I was so full of food. There were really interesting jewellery stores that weren't just for selling jewellery ready-made, that were all about selling the pieces so that you could make your own jewellery. And there was one point where I found about 3 shoe shops next to each other that all sold ballet flats in hundreds of colours and styles. Like basic ballet flat, except different toes, or different textures, or different lacy edges. It was really cool. I never thought you could get that many different ballet flats. I was heading for the Arc de Triomphe, which is the Spanish Arc de Triomphe, which was also beautiful. More interesting to me than the Arc de Triomphe itself actually was this big walkway. The Arc de Triomphe is that red thing way in the distance behind me. The pathway coming from it has down either side of it loads and loads of different people doing really cool outdoors stuff. There's some old guys playing lawn bowls in the sand, so maybe it's bocce. There were little kids painting and drawing. There were people blowing bubbles. There were people roller skating. Right now behind me on the other side there are people skateboarding. I saw a guy today skateboarding down a main street holding a surfboard under his arm, which was pretty darn cool. I was impressed that he managed to navigate traffic and he ran a red light. But yeah, Barcelona's been amazing, guys. I wish I had more time. So after the Arc de Triomphe, I went through the zoological gardens. I walked along them, not through all of them. And then I've just gone to an ice cream store that was started in 1890 and got a scoop of caramel and a scoop of dark chocolate, which is what the lady behind the counter recommended. And so far the caramel is amazing. So I was going home and guess what was still open? And I bought myself a chicken pie for dinner 3 more truffles for dessert from a different place. Double thumbs up for Barcelona.